YouTube, I wish, I wish. So I wish, like, when me and Liz, we were still together, I wish she would have been a little bit more supportive, and not so insecure, thinking that, every 5 minutes or every 2 seconds that I was gonna cheat on her, and then her and loving that TV show Cheaters and all that bullshit. Just thinking, like, well, first of all, I'm not gonna cheat on you. First, I was more liable to cheat on Valerie than but then what would piss me off, what would make me want to cheat on Liz, was when her would, cheat on you. I'm like, cheat on me? What the fuck did I do that you're gonna go cheat on me? What the fuck did I do? I'm talking to this guy, I'm in Arizona, great. Yeah. Hey, yo, Brian, there's a lot of shit you don't know about your wife, man. You got to get that in check. You got to put her on the shortest leash you can find, because the things that she said to me, talking about cheating and this and that, and supposedly talking about me having a, big old, what? Damn. Like, damn. But you want to cheat on me. Yeah, I remember that shit. And then, well, don't be so, just be like, I wish she would have been more supportive. That's it. But I'm just too old to be training dogs, for real. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, I was talking to my friend, I was like, and I told my friend, I was like, yeah, she married the guy, Brian, for the security. Duh. It ain't because of him having a big, or him being tall, or him having no color. No, it has nothing to do with that, which I understand. But okay, YouTube, I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Like, I remember being with Valerie, and then I would be thinking about Liz. Yeah, and then I remember being with Valerie. I remember Valerie messing me up so much that I even drove to, like, it was I think it was a weekend, so I'm sitting, it was kind of like, I want to say Friday night, maybe Saturday night, I want to say. And then I'm parked in, that parking lot that I used to be in, at the apartments. And I remember visiting Liz, like, the apartments, back in 2021. It had to have been early 2021 or early 2022, like, around that time. And then well, it was when that song Driveway, I believe the name of the song is called Driveway, by Late June. So whenever that song came out, yeah, bro, yeah, I remember listening to that, sitting, where I used to park in the apartments, sitting in my car. And at that point, I didn't even see her vehicle, so I thought she was out, like, I thought she was out with that Brian guy. But yeah, but anyways, yeah, when that song came out, that was when I was with Valerie, and then that was when I was thinking about Liz. Like, wow, bro. But all right, YouTube, I'll catch you guys later.